Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that everything is working out the way it should be for you and you guys are enjoying the weekend as much as I am. There's a huge heat advisory and the weather's just ridiculous and we're having a lot of um, just bad weather, so I wasn't in the mood to do a video. This lamp is actually, it's very warm, the type of lamp it is, and usually where I sit, my uh, designated area for my videos um, is it's really warm, so I didn't post anything today. It's very um, cooler, still obviously summer for most of us here, everybody in the United States actually. I wanted to post a video because I owe it to you. I try to do one once a week, and this is about the Ascension Ancient Awakenings video, and it's paraphrasing a lot of what the article read. The things that stick out to me, and I just want you guys to consider this. It's if you want to read it again, I've read that one a few times, but the redundancy of these articles, how you hear the articles and how they're speaking about a subject that's ascension. They're talking about the ascension, and it might be just redundant because they keep talking about this. We keep waiting for something to happen, right? And then it's gonna happen to everybody, apparently, all at once, and we're all gonna be in this beautiful place. It's gonna be great, right? But why is that? And it's something that I can express to you, which is, they're just thoughts that I have once in a while. But if I can express them to you, maybe we can all go and fall in the same. We can all fall in the same general idea of what this is all about. So that's the best that I can do in this case. In that way, we can all help each other and get the good idea of the. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm going to project my views to you. I'm going to explain what I think it might be, and then you can form your own conclusions. The redundancy of the articles are based on the fact that you have to find the ascension process within yourself, right? We keep looking at it for that process to happen outside of us, but really it's very unique process, right? For example, people go and congregate in churches, but generally speaking, you're there for yourself so that you can make a communion with your belief system, and that communion with your belief system is what allows you to feel that you are doing something enlightening for yourself, and that you're going to better your spiritual life as while you're living on earth, while you're incarnated on this planet. You'll be able to live that life and feel exalted, right? The ascension process is the same. It's a very internal process, right? It's very internal for you, and it should be. Unless every human being is on the same frequency and understands the same kind of beliefs, then you will all ascend at the same time. But as individuals like me and yourself and others that are on this path, we are going to ascend as well together. And hence the article that I linked to you, most people are just not going to, you're going to be at an elevated space. You're going to be in a higher frequency for yourself that others just won't know. And there's things that I talk about in this video that you may not understand, and some people will catch on to what I'm saying because they lived through it. They understand at the very least there's something here, right, that just makes sense for everybody, and that's important. So the article talks about the individuals that don't get it, or the ones that you can tell that are just stuck in their old belief systems. There's things that they don't understand, or there's just patterns that they follow through, like every 4 year election, there's this rhythm to that, and there's a rhythm to the economics up and downs. Is it us living on Earth and going through those types of cycles? Yeah, sure. But then your ascension is from inside out, right? From within. The articles in them that I've read, and I'm not going to ask you to read every one, but they generally speak about the same thing. They say, well, it's going to happen, but it's just going to happen to you. It isn't going to happen to everybody, and it isn't going to happen all at once. And I think that's where it makes a difference, where there might be confusion. And personally, for me, all those years that I've read these things like this, it always dawned on me. It's coming, it's getting there, the light, it's getting higher and higher. And you can remember in my prior videos, there was the example of the rubber band, as I said, and how we removed the slack because of that reptilian that we were speaking about. And what happened is that now you understand you're all Anunnaki, or you're part of a different kind of species or kind of race, and we're bonding and getting together and forming a family, so to speak. And the purpose of this incarnation here is to just kind of trim out these negative entities so that the planet itself can grow within its own natural means and bounds. Because this is a very unique planet in the fact that there's a lot of half-truths about things that are true, and they're just mixed in with bad information, and it's hard not to fall into that, because generally there's a underlying essence of truth in a message, right? You hear people say, well, when you die, you'll your spirit go to heaven, and you'll view all your lives as you've had them before, and what you did wrong and what you did right, and you'll be judged on this and on that. True, but then comes the damnation, and you're burned in a hellfire, and you're going to be drenched in fear in your physical body, that we're now thinking that if I don't follow certain rules on this earth, then I will go to hell, right? Or a place that I obviously don't want to be in. And that's the lie about it. Because your soul, at your soul level, knows that this is true. That you've incarnated hundreds of thousands of times on this planet. So there's an inkling of an essence that you know about truth there within you. And you feel that pull. And I'm just like you. I understand it. And I've been in the system that I'm speaking to you about. I've been there. And it just never rang true to me, right? There was they never put enough fear there for me to accept it and to bow to the constraints of wanting to have my soul, live in the stars in heaven with the other individuals. You know what I mean, right? So we need to, as I've said, understand that the ascension process comes from within. We need to raise our vibration and frequency, and at a certain point, it's very literal truth when I say that that your chakra system will begin to activate, and your peripheral surrounding, you can say, will be filled with energy, right? You feel this field of energy, and that's just your aura. The energy that you project out from yourself is pure. That is coming from inside you out towards the world, and a lot of people can't perceive. Even through video, it doesn't make a difference. So, find yourself, I guess, and understand yourself. I don't think we'll be doing a Q&A today. It doesn't feel right for this video right now. I'm taking the time out to be here before anything else, before I go around and start my afternoon. But keep in mind that you are complete. You are already everything you need, and you're being put in the places where you need to be, where you're going to maximize your experience for the betterment of everybody. If it's teaching, if it's showing, if it's setting an example, if it's just living among those that don't believe in anything more than what they're being told and the lies that they're being fed, and living your own truth. It's very important. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope I've explained the article as much as I could, because there's it's just jam packed with information, and I hope that we can unpack that for ourselves and then find the path to enlightenment within ourselves uniquely, and then maybe with other groups of people that think like minded. But to say that everyone's going to ascend all at once at some point, yes, but that's not right now. Let me just add a little caveat here for a different subject. There's a planet about 2.3 light years away that's going to accept these souls that leave the planet. It's very close. We've already found it on the telescopes or the Hubble, whatever they're using to go out and look into space for things, right? There's that. And then there's another piece of information. I personally, and I wouldn't worry too much about Russians here in the United States. I would worry more about the Chinese. That's a bigger threat, shall we say. Basically, you know, Russians just think that we're bad. And what I mean is, at the highest level, it's just that the United States is a bad place, right? Because we can't keep certain things under control, and they think that everybody is included in this sort of mess that we've created for us here in the last couple of years. And we're not part of that. We're part of something better. They haven't realized that in the future they will see that yes, we're not as cowardly as they perceive us to be based on our scenario, and we have to prove to them essentially that that's not the case, and we're working hard to get everything straightened out. But don't worry too much about them. They're okay. Worry more about the Chinese here. That's what I would worry about the most. And this is a future projection of a future that's very likely. There's no 100%, but it's high up in the 90s percentage. And I leave it with that. I think that's what's important. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. Enjoy your weekends, and let's hope for more content for another video. Otherwise, I'll just post a quick update on something and see what I can work on for you guys. Have a great weekend. Take care.